Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This is going to be for episode 1 of season 3 of Arrow. So yeah, before I begin, I do want to say that I am not completely caught up with the show. I need to watch season 2. I've finished season 1 recently, more or less. So yeah, I need to watch season 2. I think I've watched the first, maybe second episode of season 2. But yeah, I'm not completely caught up. Nevertheless, I do know more or less what happens in season 2, or at least some of the basic plot points, such as, for example, the introduction of Flash, which is the big one. So yeah. Um, so yeah. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. So yeah, for those who have yet to actually watch the show and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, as I stated before that I am not completely caught up with the Arrow. Yeah, nevertheless, I am gonna try to keep up with it as of now, as best as I can. So yeah, I do know some of the basic major plot points, such as, most of the relationships that have happened with not Flash, with Arrow, Green Arrow during the second season. The introduction of Flash, which was the big one. Black Canary, I think, was introduced in the second season, or was that the first? I don't remember. So yeah. So yeah, maybe maybe once I finish season 2, I may just do an overall review of the first 2 seasons as a whole, and then go on to this, or maybe I'll just whenever I have time, I'll just review every single episode of season 1 and 2, and yeah, I don't know, I'm debating on that, but whatever. So yeah, basically for this episode, we have the first episode of season 3, and yeah, basically this was actually a pretty packed episode. I was a bit confused on some of the stuff that were happening, and I think that's due to the fact that I'm not completely caught up with it, so there is regards to that. So yeah, but basically in this episode you have Arrow, and he basically asked the girl, I forget her name, his like secretary type of secretary, the secretary, the one with the glasses and the blonde hair, I forget her name. What the hell is her name? Let me just search it up. But he basically he's basically like having feelings for her, basically, as it seems like. How do I put this? Okay, so he's having feelings for this, and then he also has his friend, the black guy, Diggle, right? That's his name, Diggle, Diggle. Yeah, but he has his friend Diggle, who at the same time he has his friend Diggle, who just had a baby, and yeah. Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, now I got it. Green Arrow is having feelings with Felicity. He goes on a few dates. In between those dates, he has to do a few things, be a vigilante for Starling City. His friend Diggle, right, Diggle, whatever, the one who had the baby in this episode, he gets, shot on the line, helping him. So basically, he says that Diggle should get out of the field work because now he has a family. We see the baby, cute baby. So yeah. You basically have Arrow going out, catching catching other criminals, and going out with Felicity. The flashbacks, as usual, you have him dealing with Diggle and trying to convince him that he is trying, convince him to stop doing so much field work. So yeah, he also seems to have some problems with his company, which is Queen Consolidated. And you have this businessman who's called Ray Palmer. I don't think maybe he was introduced in the season 2. I don't know, because I don't remember him from season 1. But then again, yeah. So yeah, you have this character named Ray Palmer who's trying to get the company, or at least get some kind of stock from the company. And yeah. Also, you have a cameo by Flash, Barry Allen. Also because the Flash TV show premiered just the day before, so there's that. And yeah, and then the most surprising thing, which was at the end of the episode, Spoilers for those who have yet to actually watch it, but Black Canary. Yeah, Black Canary, who is Sarah. I forget her last name. Sarah Black Canary. She is killed. Basically, she is killed. Uh, yeah. Basically, here where it says. Basically, it says the official description says, while L'Oreal meets Sarah, who avoids disclosing her reasoning for returning to Starling City. Just as L'Oreal is leaving, an unseen figure shoots Sarah several times in the chest with arrows, and she dies in L'Oreal's arms. So yeah, me and my friend were actually talking as to who possibly shot Black Canary Sarah, and I may do a discussion topic just on that. So yeah, but just to give my quick thoughts, I don't think it's Arrow, and I don't think it's Red Arrow, not Red Arrow, Arsenal. The kid in red, his sidekick. I don't think it's Green Arrow, and I don't think it's Arsenal. Arsenal, who I think was also introduced, or at least he was finally called Arsenal in the second season. I believe the person who possibly could have killed Black Canary is Deathstroke. 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 Yeah. Now for what reasons I don't know, because I haven't seen the second season. But I'll probably do some investigation before I actually make that video. Just my quick thoughts on that. Now, why Deathstroke? He's a master assassin. He probably knows a lot about different weapons. So yeah, just to do a quick sum up. I'll probably do more research for that video. But yeah, it was a very surprising ending, I do have to say. I didn't really expect it, because Black Canary, I haven't seen much at all. I don't think I've seen her yet, and from some of the previous episodes, maybe I have, I just don't remember, because I actually haven't seen any Arrow episodes since like April, to be fair. So yeah, but I don't think she was in season 1, or any of the like 2 or 3 episodes I saw from season 2. But in this episode, she was pretty badass, because there was a fight scene with her. She was pretty badass, and I do like her. And the actress who portrays her, I don't know who she is, but the actress does a pretty good job at her, and it seems like they have a lot of fun. And I've seen a few other like footage of her, and from some of the previous episodes on YouTube, and she does the part very well. So the fact that they killed her off was surprising. I don't think they've killed Black Canary off in the comics ever, but I may be wrong. So yeah, regardless, it was a very shocking death for me. But I guess with the type of TV we have now, with the other type of shows we have right now, I think death of major characters is somewhat expected at this point. So yeah. Oh, another thing to mention from this episode is that someone tries to kill Green Arrow like several times, and then they end up dying or being hospitalized. So yeah, there's that too. So yeah, that's basically all the major synopsis, plot points, whatever from this episode. Now to my likes and dislikes. The acting is actually pretty well done in this episode, as with the rest of the series. It's actually, it's very well. The writing is very good, and Green Arrow is one of those characters that's supposed to be darker than, he's supposed to be maybe a little less darker than Batman, I want to say, but he should be dark, overall. So yeah, everything about this episode is just good. Great acting, great writing. The darkness, as usual, I do like it. The amount of darkness it has. Besides that, the plot is actually pretty good, pretty solid, despite the fact that I haven't seen any of the previous episodes up until like early season 2. The fact that I kind of have an idea of what's going on, despite not having watched some of the previous episodes, is pretty. I think is a good thing, because for people who just want to jump on the season, like from the first episode, for those who just want to jump on the show from like the first episode of the season, I think that's pretty good to do, because then it's easier to follow. Granted, the people may miss a few things every here and there, but I don't think that the things they miss is going to be an overall importance to that episode, unless for some reason it's like a major plot point or whatever. But overall, I think it's pretty easy to jump on this show. So it's like halfway through the show or whatever. So yeah, it was a pretty great episode overall. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's very good, in my opinion. If you haven't watched Arrow, definitely do check it out. Or try watching the first season and then the second season, and then jump on this one. But if you just want to jump on, go to season 3, watch the latest episode, and then just follow it from there, and then try to watch some of the previous episodes like I'm trying to do. So yeah, overall a pretty great episode, 8.5 out of 10. Definitely do check it out. Do check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, besides that, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews, and yeah. And I also do TV reviews, so definitely do stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment down below on your thoughts on Arrow, Season 3, Episode 1, The Calm. What are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Besides that, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.